This is TFNN, the Tiger Financial News Network. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tiger Technician Hour with your host, Basil Chapman. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Now, Basil Chapman.
Good morning, everyone. Basil Chapman here on this Monday, the 10th of March. We're looking at a market that is not doing very well, down almost 400 points in the Dow at 42,407. Remember the arch formation that we were looking at says that there's a chance we could test the low that was made on the 13th of January at 41,844 sometime this week, and we'll be watching this very closely. You've got first a really good support under Friday's low, which is at about 42,095. That's going to be key to hold. Now, what we're looking at, look at this chart. This arch formation, there's the Chapman wave inside wedge. Whoops, sneeze. I wonder how that happens, huh? Every time. Here's the dashed red support target line that we're looking at. It's held a couple of times and markets bounced a little bit, but the 9-period moving average is really weak. This MACD is very weak. The histogram is still very weak. That's the vertical lines that give you the information about the distance between the 26-period exponential moving average and the 9-period differential. The on-balance volume is weak. The stochastics flat at 16%, not good. Then the pattern says in the arch formation that can go to an M formation, we're looking at the weekly chart that says, well, the 914 is so close to crossing negative, but it hasn't yet. The MACD is very weak. It deflected lower. The stochastics at 49%. That's not very good. And then the monthly chart is still very strong, but this consolidation phase that made the high right there, this all-time high of 45,073 back in 2024, we have not pierced that. So you've got to anticipate in the rectangle formation that I'm going to draw in right here, in the rectangle formation, that this low that was made right there, there's a good chance that it's going to be tested, and that's the low that we were talking about, the January 13th low of 41,844. In the meantime, back at the ranch, let's just look at this. You got the S&P. So we've been short the Dow for some time, about 200 points off the all-time high. Right there, look, right there. We've been short, still holding short. Took a little bit off, but the fact is that this is a pretty ugly market. And I'm going to talk about that in a moment. Let me just finish all the numbers. The S&P just took out Friday's low of 5666.29. Today's low so far is 5663.54. And the day is young. We could still get a turnaround. Look, there's that 200-period moving average at 5709. It's like a little magnet line that at some point during the week I should at least attempt to get there. But this is the thing that worried me. I did this over the weekend. Look at this support level. This is, I can now take that out because that's already gone. I like to get rid of stuff that's irrelevant. You had this triple top at the top, and now what you're looking at is the day is young. We're not even an hour into the opening session of the week, and what we're looking at is the price has gone below the wick of last week. So that just says that in this particular construct, now you're looking at the 5790, that trend line that it broke is now it's a rising trend line. That'll be a key resistance. Let's go to the QQQ. And we are short the S&P. We're short from right there. Off the high, 61.47 was the high on the 19th of Feb. And we're short from right over there, just over the 6,000 mark. And now we're trading at 5,668. Let's go to where am I next? I'm next at the QQQ, 1, 2, 3. QQQs, they're the weakest of all. I mean, this is very ugly. Down 12 at 479. The futures are down 500. Oh, wow. Not good. and you've broken the cup formation, you've taken out the base, and that just says you've got to be really careful, because that 9-period moving average, the green 9-period moving average in the monthly chart is turning down. The black 14-period moving average in the monthly chart is at 472. And we're at 479 right now. And look, for the first time on a weekly basis, as I say, the week hasn't even begun. It's like, 40, not even 45 minutes. And yet, the 9-period moving average has hinted that it's gone negative. But I have to wait all week to see whether it stays negative or whether there's a bounce. I'm anticipating at some point in the next, even in the next hour or two, we should get some kind of an oversold bounce. You can see the futures are trying right here to make a little turn. Let's get back to our story here. It's really important because we're looking at the IWM, the Russell 2000. At what point will they come on strong? They haven't yet. Leg E to the downside, down 301 at 202.90. 9-period moving average is really ugly. The MACD's just not looking good. Stochastics at 13%. On balance volume is not good. This is a peak D. It was a double top of 244.98 in November, which was the same price just about of 244.46 from November of 2021. 3 years later, after pulling back to 161, it comes back, retested to almost to the dollar, right? Well, it wasn't almost, it was less than $1 away, 52 cents from paralleling that high. And here we are. It didn't make a new high, but look at this, peak D in the fourth highest peak in the Chapman Wave methodology. That's where you got to be careful, because other things can happen. All right, let's get back to our story here. We've got the XLK. I did update it. Did it stay updated? No, it didn't. So there was that triple top there in the weekly chart. You can see pulling back from the 240s down to 212 right now. Very ugly candle. Let's go to the SMH. Is really important because they've been failing. SMH is down 7 at 218. It hasn't taken out Friday's low, but it really does look ugly. I'll be back in a moment. Dow's down 357. S&P's down 88. Basil Chapman, Tiger Conditions Hour. We'll be right back. And then I want to talk about stocks that are actually very strong.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the Opening Call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
TFNN has launched The Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Hi, folks. So we're back, and we're looking at where did we go? We went to the SMHs. Actually, they're holding not bad just over the last 4 or 5 days. They're making lower lows, but it's just interesting that they haven't really broken down yet. And I'm just waiting to see what happens to stocks like an NVIDIA, which is really still very overbought, and should get to the oversold level. I've got a trend line that says let's see how it can hold. This week it'll be 106 and it's trading right now at 109.13, down 356. That is a peak F in the monthly chart. I got to be careful about that. All right, let's go to the and I always like to, if I do NVIDIA, then I always like to GE. Well, look, GE is taking a bit of a hit here, down 366 at 190.09, having made a 212.17 all-time high. So this is quite a bit of a pullback. I believe it's going to become a peak G in the weekly chart, a peak D in the monthly chart at this particular point. Now, I needed to show you something that was very important. Within the context of gold holding well, you can see it's down. In fact, it's unchanged right now, 2913.7. So I have drawn in this pattern that's very similar to the falling X, just a down channel right here. But I've also got a potential arch formation. If gold at any point slips under 2880, then I think it's going to take a longer breather. In other words, it's going to, instead of just going sideways now, it'll start to make slightly lower highs and lower lows. But I still think the weekly chart is saying this is a very strong instrument. It's holding well, monthly chart as well. But now this is going to be fascinating. Look at silver. So the dollar is now just down 1. Silver is down 12 cents at 32.680. The 9-period moving average did turn positive, but it's kind of struggling here. I'm watching it closely because it could play catch up to the gold. So far, it hasn't, and to me, that's kind of important because it's saying that gold is the instrument that countries, huge enterprises go for gold as a safety factor when they get nervous about the geopolitical economic situation. You have no reason why you shouldn't be somewhat skeptical about what's going on right now. So that makes sense. Now, if you're looking at high-grade copper, it had that big spike the other day, about 4 sessions ago. Now it's giving some of it back. It's at 4.67. If you look at SCCO, which did very nicely, that's kind of giving back most of the gains. That's Southern Copper. So I'm watching that. FCX is in copper. It's in the mining area. It's having a sharp down day, almost 2 points down at 35. So that's Freeport McMoran. So here's another thing that I'm looking at. So I know. Let me finish off. Let me go step by step as I usually do for my overview. Bonds are up $1.08 at 117.29. This is very good action. Now, for the people that listen to Larry's show, and he has these wonderful guests, and Larry, of course, does a fabulous show, but he also has wonderful guests. And he had, I think it was, Jeff Hughes, who was talking about bonds, and he said he thinks that the yields are going to go down and that bonds should go high. If I remember hearing him correctly, that's kind of what he said, and so far that's very good. That's actually what's been happening. And Stan Hawley spoke about, and he did this about 6, 7, 8 months ago. He said, I'm worried about November, I think he said, November, December of 2024, because that's when I get a sell signal that could say it is a sell signal of undetermined duration, because I think we're just going to see a major top at that particular point. So I like to give credit where credit is due, and certainly that was a fantastic call. Yes, we did make slightly higher highs, but wow. I mean, that was a call. Did he know that Trump would win? Of course not. Did he know that there would be all these tariffs? Of course not. All he knew is that he had the signal. So I love it. So we're technical. A lot of us are technical analysts, and we maybe we listen to the fundamentals, etc. But mostly we look at the charts. So I just have to give kudos where kudos are due. And here's another thing. And Larry's been very negative. So as I look at it, it's very interesting because look at this. Maybe you've heard of this company. It's a small little company, just you probably got it down the block. Happens to be Coca-Cola Company. It is within a couple of points of an all-time high. That's Coca-Cola. Maybe you've heard of this company here. It's just another little baby company around the corner. McDonald's all-time high as we're speaking right now at 323.42 up to. Look at this, GIS. GIS is General Mills in leg C. A very nice move from 55 to 65 right now. So it's just fascinating to me. Now, I'm upset because on Friday, I wanted to go long certain stocks. We've had one of them like ADM, not AMD, but ADM. This is Archer Daniels Midland, agricultural commodities, food and feed products, flour milling. Look at this. From the time it was in the 47 area, I'm just not sure how I would have phrased it. I kind of had it all written up, but now I don't remember. But I think we might have either just got it or just missed it from the 47s. Here it is at 51, 4 points higher. This is Archer Daniels. Look at this. Yes, another one we've had before. Then got out of it with a nice gain. Then we haven't gone back in. I want to get in. Bungie Global, agribusiness and food commodities. Now, I want you to get through today to see it's the big caps that are really taking it on the chin. So there are still, if you were in, say, Coca-Cola, McDonald's, you'd be saying, what bear market? What are we talking about? So it's really important. And I didn't want to, at this particular point, because I needed to see how the overnight market went, which was sharply low. We've gone even sharper lower, but we are becoming quite oversold on a very short-term technical basis. And I wanted to see how that would turn out. And if there was some kind of a rally later today where the market comes way off the lows, doesn't have to close positive, but it comes way off the lows, and maybe Tuesday's a better day. I want to see you already in leg D. In D's where other things can happen in my analysis in the Chapman wave methodology. So we're in D and BG, Bungie. But does it pull back to the 74s? No, it's at 77 right now. So is it even worth going into these? Because in a major bear market, almost all the sectors go down. Wait a minute. GD, I mentioned this on Friday. GD, this is General Dynamics. Look at that spectacular move. In 4 sessions, it's gone from the 251 area to 278 right now. So I just want to be clear that this is in certain areas. For instance, I was asked about Amazon. I'll talk about Amazon right now. I said Amazon, if it's weak if the market is weak overnight into Monday morning, I said you've got to hold off. I had someone who's a listener who got into Amazon some time ago, took off his core position, made a double, took off his core, and he wants to get back in. I said, I think you just have to wait now because the biggies, even our Microsoft is starting to pull back very sharply. Microsoft is down 7 at 385. It hasn't taken out the low of the round number low of 381 made 4 sessions ago. This is what you got to be looking at. It's a diverse market. I'll be right back.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstad's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstad releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archive live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Tiger Technicians Hour is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, folks. So a couple of people, coincidentally, right at this very moment, I was talking about Amazon. I mentioned Amazon. Where would I look to buy? Most importantly, look, here's this arch formation. There's the plumb line that I use as the midpoint, and we've just gone. So what happens when I draw this and the price either on the upside or the downside just misses in time and price, what happens very often is maybe you get a little bit of a move away, and then it comes down, and then it goes right through that base, and then it has a rally that tries to test the support level. So the low that I'm looking at here is the low of the 21st of November at 195.75. Today's low so far is 192.46. So we've gone below that. We went below it Friday, closed above it. Now we've gone below it. I don't know where we'll close. But most importantly, how it handles this trend line, which goes all the way to 187. And that's going to be very important. So I wouldn't be in a rush right now. Look, you've got your Walmart taking a dive. It's got a 1-to-1 that takes it to 86 in the 86s. That to me is, if it goes to 86, then I think the 83.64 level, the 200-period moving average, getting close to it, 85 to 83 is going to be the target. That's just one step at a time. Let's go to Costco. So when you're getting your I can't even call it competition. It's just a different area altogether. 1,075.04 was the all-time high that was made back in mid-Feb. Then it pulls back and then runs to around number 1066 on the beginning of March or the end of Feb. Let me just see what that is. That's on the 3rd of March. And here we are, just a week and a half later, trading the 945s. Just have patience. And I'm looking at this and I'm saying we're going to be up. I hope I can, but we're going to be holding our short position, and we're probably on the next big rally add to the short position. That's the way I'm looking at it right now. Remember, everybody says the market hates uncertainty. I say, what are you talking about? Every single day the market handles uncertainty. What the market hates is uncertainty about uncertainty. You go once removed, and you got a problem. And it's exactly where we are right now. Even Trump cannot be sure which tariffs, what tariffs, how long the tariffs. It's a little bit of an unknown in the sense that when you've used something once before, when you come back again, people are now inured to that, especially when you come back a couple of times more, and they learn how to handle it. So there could be quite a bit of repercussion here, and that's kind of what the market is saying. So let's go back to the question on Amazon. If you're waiting to get back in, I would say from the way I'm looking at the IAI, which is the broker-dealer ETF, having taken out the same kind of arch formation that I was looking at in Amazon, but in a shorter time frame, and in fact right now is sitting within pennies of the 137.31 200-period exponential moving average. Until this starts to show signs of strength, it's telling me that the public is very nervous and starting to get out of stocks. So I'd hold off. Let's go back to Amazon. I'll give you numbers that I'm looking at. The first number would be that 187 level. But if it gives back more, then the low that was made in October of 2024, October the 7th, of 180.24, could very well be a target, and that's what I'm saying. There's a rotation going on in this market. Look at, I had it just a moment. Yeah, look at this. Look at, let me go to my newsletter. Oh, I just did something. Didn't mean to do it. Are you back? Yep, you're back. Look at AMT. AMT is American Tower Core, cell towers. Look at that. It's up $2.47 to $214.78 today. I am telling you that this is not just a one-way directional market. Excuse me. You've got things happening here that say, within the context of sector rotation, Crown Castle, cell towers as well, fiber cells, made a multi-year low just recently in the 83. It took out the 84.72. Did it take it out? 84.20. Yes, it did, by 52 cents. The October of 2023 low, it went to 84.40, I think I said, right? Anyway, it went down to 84 something or other, below the previous high, 84 point, let's call it 20. And now it's rallying. So, you know, if you're in some of these stocks, counter trend rallies in the general market, but this is not a counter trend rally. This has been going since the beginning of January. On the 13th, it started its rally in the 84 area, and here it is at 100. And I can go on. There are so many. Look, we have a stock that I've liked for a long time. We've had it for a long time, and it is, Solventum. Still holding it, taking profits, but we're still holding it. Look at it, up today, up to 89 cents at 78.83. Solventum Core Healthcare spinoff. We've got stocks that we're getting out of. Bank of America, I said I'm giving it one more day. Look at this, down to 40.29. I think we're really close to we got in at under 32, ran it all the way to the 47s. I think 46 was our last little bit that we took off. And now we've kept the core position, small core position. I don't know. Is this what I really want? Look at the TLT. So the TLT is running it up $1.25 at 91.36. Usually when the rates are going higher, it helps the bank, not all, but many of the bank stocks, and rates seem to be going lower right now. So that says to me, maybe it's time, as you've done maybe 6 or 7 times over the last 7 or 8 years, you've gone into Bank of America and then you come out of it as it makes its high, then you wait for it to make a low, you go in. Maybe that's the time to do it again. We'll see, because I'm not going to hang around anything that's in the crosshairs of a market that's in decline. So another question came in. Let me just check that out. Where was it? Yeah. So I did that. Oh, it's over here. Where is the next swing low? Oh, that's right. Thank you very much for reminding me. I don't know why I always leave this, because we do have a position in it. This is the Bitcoin is just about to retest the low that was made back at was that February still? No, that was 28th of February. The low was 78,675. It's trading at 80,440. We've been long this for quite some time, had really good profits. Now got only a core position, and the Bitcoin is down 6,790 at 80,460. I've been warning about this, saying I think it's going to make lower highs and lower lows for a little while to come. I'll be right back. Basil Chapman, Tiger Ignitions Hour.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day, Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Folks, we're back. I just want to read this email here. It says XPEV, that's Xpeng Inc., designs, develops, manufactures smart EVs in China. I'm not sure. I've actually still haven't heard it pronounced ever live. I mean, maybe I have, but I wasn't aware of it. I don't know how to pronounce it. The X, I think, is Xpeng. Anyway, that's the CEO says. Let me just get that right there. 2026 will see level 4 autonomous in parking lots, humanoid robot development in past 5 years, currently level 4. Oh, wow, they got big plans. Yep, I can see it from the chart, looking very good. Took out the high that was made back in July, I think it was. Yeah, July 2023, 2362. Today's high is 2398. By a fraction, starts new leg C, overlapping leg C. That's usually very good to go to a D. All right, let me look at FXI. FXI is trading. There we go. Oops, down one at 35.97. Remember, we made that peak D. Peak D is where other things can happen. It had an instant restart over there. G/C invariably goes to a D, and it did that. But 37.50 was the high that was made back in, I think it was somewhere in October of 2024, and the high that was made on Thursday was 37.49. Missed by 2 pennies, going to another high, to a leg C in the monthly chart. Isn't that interesting? Okay, so yeah, I've got on my screamer list BGS, another one that I wanted to get on Friday. I mentioned it, didn't put it in, low cap. Up 29 cents at 7.94 right now, up 3.79%. B&G Foods Inc. manufactures, sells, distributes branded, shelf-stable frozen foods. Another one that just popped up here, CKPT. Oh, I remember doing this ages ago, but I bet I've lost all the notation. Yeah, I have. What a pity. So you see where it is. Look, $2.37 on Friday. Now, I love this. I don't love it if I don't have it, but I love seeing this because it's so fascinating. Look, we're looking over here, right? Where should the price be if it's up a little bit? It happens to be up 64%, up $1.58 at 4.05. It was tootling along in the 212s on Friday. Look at that. That is the price. Looks like a little speck. Looks like you've got a little spot on your screen. No, that's the price. So I don't know whether they got taken over or whatever it is. In the den, dude says ELF. I know I followed ELF. I don't know if I've got my notations. I should have them. Yep. So ELF Beauty made a high of 221.83 back in March of 2024. And it's now trading at, it's got a good day today, up 579 at 75.47. But on last week, on the 4th, it actually hit 61.90. So 61.90 to 75. That's a big move. So this is cosmetics. Let's see what Ultra, ULTA. Okay, so Ultra Beauty hit 574 back in 2024. Trading right now at 355. Made a peak D in the weekly chart. And what a plunge. There it is. That was the high. So 410, huh? No, that wasn't the high. The high was right over here. Wait, let's keep going back. There we go. 563.70 on the 17th of Feb. Pulls back, and then has, this is called Rogue Wave to the upside, spikes to, let's just see if there's a round number. So the day before, 572.48 is the high. The next day, 574.76. So it has a Chapman wave 2-bar reversal and then gaps down and plunges after peak F. And that was it. Up in the 564 area, and look what happens. Comes down. It actually hit 319. So I would say that's not quite cut in half, but it ran a 40-something% decline. So it ran up to the 200-period moving average, ran up even higher, went to the 460s, and then I remember this so well because it looked like a C was going to fail at an all-time high, and then I looked at it closely and it was 460 round number high. I lost that notation. 460, look at this, round number high, and, I thought I had that down. Okay, a round number high, and look what happened. It's down. It's trading at 354 right now. These have been in. So there was another one that I looked at. We once had it just very briefly. Oddity, which was holding much better than the others. Even now, it's holding way better. Oddity Tech, it does beauty products. I remember seeing the CEO. She was very interesting. She said, we try to do things very differently to the traditional beauty products. But then they got smacked and they had a really big tumble down to the 32s. Then they ran up to 49 just recently. Peak E at 49.19. Just looking to see if there any around 49.19. That was the beginning of Feb, and then it plunged down to the 40 level. That is a plunge, 49.19. And then it ran back up to 48, and now it's down to 42 right now. So this is having trouble, but I must say it's held much better than the others. AZO is another one we're looking at because I said there are some areas that the market is liking. And why does it like it? Because AutoZone, auto parts, I mean, cars are so expensive and so expensive to repair. So just try to keep your car going as long as possible in the best condition. That's why auto parts are doing very, very well. At an all-time high as we speak at 3,670.48. It did have a round number the other day, but it just took it out the same day. Right. So that was that. And I just need to check here because I heard something go off in my email. Yeah. Oh, could you look at Meta, former Facebook, hits a 736 round number open. The day after it makes a 740.91 high, 740.91. Was that February the 7th or something? Let me just check the date. That was February the 14th. February the 14th. And the very next day, it opens with a round number 736. You know, these techniques I've developed over the years. Because I was talking and I can't remember what I said. I'll just put 214. I'll change it later on if I'm wrong. These are techniques that I've developed over there. Round numbers, double tops. Oh, talking about double tops. Look at this. Double top. You've got the round number highs, but you've also got, look at this, R, and this is very important to me as a kind of a tell on the general market. Rider systems, supply chain, transportation, fleet management solutions makes an all-time high of 171.78. The week of the 29th of November makes a cup formation retests at 171.59, 21 cents away from the previous high, and now it's trading where? On the 200-period moving average in the daily at 147. I'll be right back.
This year has already been a wild ride for the market. We started off heavily in the red, traversed back to all-time highs, and we now have a trade war looming. Trying to play this chop as an individual trader leads to death by 1,000 cuts. Where does this market go next? Should I add to this position or cut my losses? Where is the next opportunity? Tariffs, trade wars, analysis paralysis. Don't become a victim of this intense market. Instead, join Larry Pesavento for the second and fourth Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading. Larry has been through many markets just like this one, and the insight he provides is invaluable. The dates for this month are March 14th and 28th, 9 a.m. to noon Eastern Time. Get in here and let's start trading. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Talk about Disney. When do I think Disney will make a low? That's a tough one because they're in areas that I don't really follow as closely as I probably should. But it made a double top, 118.63 back in 2024, then it retested just back in February at 118.59, 4 cents away from going to a leg D, and now it's down to 103. I have to tell you that it's under the 200-period moving average in the daily of 104.58. It's trading at 103.36. From my eye, I haven't done the homework on this, but from my eye, I'm thinking sometime in March, if it goes under 100 and then closes back above 100 at the end of March, intra-month, if it goes under, but by the last day of March, last trading day of March is a Monday. Oh, I wish it was a Friday. No, it's a Monday. If anytime going into that last day of March, it's actually closed above it, I'll be looking at it and saying, okay, coming into the spring, is this the time to be looking at it? But up until then, you've got to be careful of this market because you remember it's the unknown of the unknown that it's once removed. So that question came in, can I look at Home Depot? Now, this is fascinating. Look, Home Depot, as we're about to go to the final minutes of the show, and you're going to go to Steve Rhodes, Home Depot's got the dreaded H pattern, took it out, closed under it in the weekly chart, having a good day today, up 369. Watch this one closely, because if it could start to form a base above 368, between 368 and 372, what with California, with all the building that has to be going on, etc., I wouldn't be surprised if Home Depot does start to find some kind of a base. But right now, it's very difficult. It's a Dow stock. The Dow stocks are not, 9 of them are holding really well. The rest are not doing very well at all. And that's a big deal for me, especially the JP Morgans, etc. Hold off a little bit. So as we've raised a lot of cash, we are short. We're going to be watching to see what happens by Friday this week, because that's a really important moment. Okay, have a great day. Stay tuned for Steve. I'll be back tomorrow. And